the exception of some get ready with me videos back around the holidays, I realized that it's been a while since I've shown you guys kind of a, whatever you want to call it, a full face, going out, evening out look. So I thought that I would do that today for you. I wanted to try out the new eyelashes that I picked up at Ulta this weekend. I got 2 pairs of the Eyelure lashes, the 121s, which are for definition, and the 117s that are for texture, and I think I'm gonna go with these today. And then also this is kind of my updated for spring going out makeup, which includes a non-green, very bright lip. This is NARS Shea. So this is the way that I would do my makeup if I were going out on a Friday or Saturday night. Completely bare face right now, just moisturizer on, so let's get started. For primer, I'm going to use the Korres mattifying primer. This came as a sample in a Sephora order that I got a couple of months ago. I'm just going to apply a couple dabs of this down the center of my face and around my cheeks. Next, for base, is not going to be too many surprises. I'm doing a mix of the Juice Beauty CC Cream and Warm Glow and the Josie Maran Argan Illuminizer mixed together. And then I'm going to do a couple of drops over top of that with the Gressa Minimalist Corrective Serum Foundation in number 2. And so far, this is my favorite way to use the Gressa foundation. I think that on my sort of dry skin, if I don't have a CC cream on first, that it can look a little bit powdery unless I really work it in with a beauty blender or a foundation brush that has been misted with some kind of spray. So I'll show you what that looks like, and you can see kind of, hopefully you'll be able to see with the lighting in this room, the sort of extra coverage that a few drops of the Gressa is going to give over top of the CC cream and the illuminizer. So this is my favorite place to apply the Gressa, kind of under my eyes and around my nose and cheeks, which is where I get the most red. I feel like it just really takes down that redness, and so I like to just take, as you saw, a couple drops and kind of like pat it in like this. Now I'm going to do some additional concealing just under my eyes and probably a little bit around my nose with the Studio 78 corrector. My lid came off. Isn't that like, it's so disappointing. It can't really live in my makeup bag anymore. I have to kind of keep it with my other makeup. Just for good measure, I'm going to kind of go over all that with a Real Techniques Expert face brush. I don't really need to today because my skin is not, my skin has really kind of absorbed the product really well, and it doesn't need to be worked in more than what I've already done. I am going to do a little bit of dedicated contouring. I have this small little sample of the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer, which, like, don't look up the ingredients on this. They're really not great. The biggest offender, I think, is the fragrance that's in it, but they are a cruelty-free brand, and it is a nice product. I really use this quite sparingly, just if I'm doing kind of a night out and want to do a dedicated contour. So I'm just going to do a little bit of that with the Real Techniques contour brush. Now I'm going to go over that. Kind of an all-over dusting of the bronzer from the Charlotte Tilbury palette. As you can tell, I kind of tend to bust out some of my not so green stuff if I'm doing evening out makeup. So I'm just gonna take a Real Techniques blush brush and the bronze shade kind of all over my face, perimeter of my face, and kind of further blend in the contour a little bit. A lot of people talk about how this is quite pigmented. I don't really find it to be. I really do. This was totally worth it for me though for the highlight shade, but I'm sort of on the bronzer, to be honest. Okay, so before I do highlighter, and I am going to use that highlighter in the Charlotte Tilbury palette, I'm going to do a little bit of blush. And because I'm doing such a bright lip, I'm going to go with the best neutral blush I have for doing a bright lip, which is Tarte Exposed. Now for one of my favorite parts, the highlighter, I'm going to take this Sigma Small contour brush and the Charlotte Tilbury highlightery shade and just highlight all the normal places. I'm so obsessed with this stuff. I'm using the All Natural Face Vegan Brow Wax and the Tarte Medium Brown Amazonian Clay Volumizing Brow Powder. I find that brow powder is just the most natural way for me to fill in my brows. To me, it's sort of less finicky than a pencil, and I feel like it just looks the most natural on me. So, and this is a great color match for me. It's very gray and not warm at all, which is exactly what I need. I feel like I should mention that I am going to fill in my brows a little bit more full than I would on a day-to-day basis, just because I am going to be doing false lashes and my eyes are going to look very boom, so it requires a strong brow. All right, brows are done. This one, my left one, is being super annoying today. You know, we all have our good brows and our bad brows, right? Also, it really bugs me when people say brows are on. Like, I don't know, that's like super annoying to me. My brows are done. Okay, on to eye makeup. It's actually going to be very simple. I'm going to first lay down a little bit of eye primer. This is the Bare Minerals Primetime Eyelid Primer. Then I'm going to lightly define the crease with a combination of the contour shade, the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer, and the Tarte Exposed. I'm going to kind of put that into the crease, and then this is a really fun little single shadow from Well People that I have. It's called Gold Twinkle, and I love this just kind of lightly patted all over the lid. It's not, when you use it dry, it's not super shimmery or too much or over the top, but it gives a really beautiful gleam to the lids, and I like it for sort of a minimalist shadow look. I'm going to pat a little bit of the Gold Twinkle all over both lids with the Real Techniques Domed Shadow Brush. I feel like you probably could intensify this shadow if you applied it wet, but I quite like it just kind of brushed over the lids like that, very effortless. I'm gonna go back over and quickly do a little additional blend. I'm going to take a little bit of eyeshadow underneath the lash line for some definition, and I'm going to use two of the shadows from this Lolo Molten Bronze Pressed Mineral Eyeshadow Quad. This is actually new to me and I've never used it, so I'm going to do a combination of the black and the dark brown. It's time for me to attempt to do my liquid liner on camera for you. I'm using the one that I always use. It's actually the only liquid liner I have. It's the Zuzu Luxe in Raven. Why is this so hard to do one-handed? Odds that I can get this eye to look like this one. Place your bets now. Not super identical, but they're actually pretty freaking close. Doing winged liner is a good way to learn about the asymmetries in one's face. I'm going to tightline the upper waterline with the Tarte Skinny Smolder Eyes eye pencil in Onyx. And then because I'm being kind of high maintenance right now, I'm going to use a separate eye pencil for the lower waterline. It is the Laura Mercier Eye Kohl in Black Violet. I have loved this since college. It's been a long-standing love affair. Okay, now it's time to work with the lashes. Everybody has different techniques for how they apply false lashes. Some people put them on before doing mascara, but what I like to do is, it's kind of detailed. I mean, not really, but I curl my lashes first, but I don't give them a full curl because I don't really like when, I find that if my lashes are actually too curled, that the falsies tend to look more fake, if that makes sense. So I like to give literally just like a second or two pump so that they're a little lifted but not fully fanned out. Then I apply mascara as I normally would. So today I think I'm gonna do a mix of Lily Lolo and Bare Minerals Flawless Definition, which is somewhere in my makeup bag, and then I'll come back and show you what I do for the lashes themselves. So I'm going to be wearing the Eyelure number 117 texture lashes today. These come with their own eyelash glue, but there's no way I'm getting near that. So I'm going to be using the Georgie lash adhesive, which I think I've talked about before. You can get it on the Petit Vour shop. These are what the lashes look like. Michelle1218 raved about these. She said that they're also quite reusable. So I am extremely impressed with how easy those are to apply. You don't really have to fight with them at all. While the glue sets, I'm going to just put some mascara on the lower lashes. Okay, just to hide the seam of the lashes, I'm going to take a little bit of gel liner. The one that I have around is MAC Fluid Line in Black Track, which I've had for a long time. Once I use this up, I'll get a cleaner one like the Jane Iredale or something like that. Now we just have lips and we'll be all done. Jesus, I feel like I'm wearing so much makeup right now, but this is it, guys. Okay, so I'm going to do Nars She Up, which is just, I have not worn this since last summer. It's a quintessential spring summer color for me. The closest natural dupe that I know of for this is Ilya's Neon Angel, but I don't feel that it's as bright and the finish is not as matte and kind of full cover as I feel like this one is. So that's why I still tend to cheat with particular lipsticks, because I still don't find that all natural lipsticks have the same like pow in your face as something like Narciop or Ruby Woo or things like that. The closest I found are the Aromi liquid lipsticks. So anyway, enough with that. I'm going to line my lips with the Charlotte Tilbury lip pencil in Pillow Talk. I really only have 2 lip liners. I have this kind of nudie pink one and then I have a red one. And I just find that I like to do this to give my lips some shape, but it doesn't need to be an exact color match. It's a minimalist makeup tip for you. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this look. Actually, I'll take my hair down. I just kind of wanted to keep it out of my face for the duration of this video, and also because it was kind of looking like a hot mess this morning. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this look. Let me know if you have questions. I'll see you guys in another beauty video soon. Thanks for watching.